One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder-clad fans start the 8-clap at UCLA, ready to roll. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the Bruins will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. The inside handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. The corners are walked up tight. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give out of the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Davis looking to pass. Gets open down the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. He'll try to pop the draw. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. The Bruins headed quickly to the line. Fires to the big fella. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drive.
He's off to the races. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to pass on 2nd down. He makes a grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting a big sack.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
14, UCLA, 0.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Gray. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Bruins are marching down the field. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week, he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Davis will throw. Floating away. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Flowers. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Finds his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll be shoved out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Power football with the run. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Davis looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That's a really nice throw. You think about being the starting quarterback at The Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go, and he's playing at a high level.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it, and the ball squirted out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Brings up second down.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And they got him for the sack. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Brings up third down.
Davis will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, it's Flowers. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. The Buckeyes will move the sticks. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. He'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time he's got it.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Back to the air one more time. Makes his connection. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Davis looking to pass. It's on target and complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Davis will throw. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Wants to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He's got it on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll do it himself.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. The back goes in motion. Fires to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Number 10 on the field goal.
And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Quarterback on the keeper. Twist his way through. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Davis looking to pass. Going over the top. Brings it down on the right side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, UCLA! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
On second down, looking to throw. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call it a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they go back to the option play, and now this is the second time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option is responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You could tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
UCLA 20.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Off to the races to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that blocking up run in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quarterback checking the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Line gets set. 1st down. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
First down for the offense.
He wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Tackle is made after the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He wants to pass it on second down. A little screen to the running back. At the 45 on his way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had this screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Buckeyes are in the red zone. Trying to find his man on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. Makes one man miss. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bruins are in the hurry-up. He'll keep it himself. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Looking to move it through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Out of the gun to give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Fake spike now, looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And with another big play, he's over the 100-yard mark. A lot of times when you look in the box score at the end of the game, whoever rushes for 100 yards, a lot of times they win the football game. This guy's been able to create big plays, and that's why his team's been successful on offense.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Keeps the play going, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Davis looking to pass. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on 2nd down after the short completion. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He makes the catch. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone. They'll try the left side. Dances away from 1. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it. Touchdown, UCLA. They've got the lead here in the 4th. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how... And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide out in motion. The give as they work on that clock. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Davis will throw. He wants it all.